Terence McKenna once said that the most beautiful things in the universe are inside the human mind. For many years, we have yearned to unlock the key to our subconsciousness, and for the first time, science has caught up with our imagination and it is no longer a fantasy. Recently, there has been an explosion in the technologies that greatly benefit neuroscience research, thanks to immense computational power and artificial intelligence. A powerful tool that is used to study the brain is magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI. MRI uses magnetic fields and computer-generated radio waves which scan and create detailed images of the brain and its tissues. The most remarkable method using MRI is functional MRI, or fMRI. fMRI measures changes in blood flow, blood oxygenation, and blood volume inside the brain that are consequent to neural activity, and hence can be used to infer it when people are performing tests that activate certain brain areas. The process is such that a person is put into the MRI scanner and their brain activity is measured. The activity is then mapped and the brain imaging is compared to a massive database of brain activity to infer from. Artificial intelligence is used to look at these patterns of brain activity that are being triggered by the stimuli and reverse engineer it to make a guess. These systems have advanced so much that one such algorithm called AlphaGo, developed by Google's DeepMind, has been able to beat a human champion at the game of Go. There are some studies that I would like to highlight. The first one is the study done at UC Berkeley where participants would lie down in an MRI scanner for 10 to 15 minutes and look at a TV screen. Then, sophisticated models built from artificial intelligence and machine learning could then guess what the participants were looking at based on the MRI signals. Using this technique, another group at Japan at ADI scanned people while they were sleeping, and they have been able to decode what the people were dreaming as well. Furthermore, another study at Yale, there were people who were put in scanners and asked to just lie down in a resting state. However, the brain is never idle, and everyone's brains work in different ways. The finding was that the brain activity during the resting state was converted to a matrix of numbers, which is unique to each individual. It is called the functional connectome that refers to how different parts of the brain communicate with each other in or out of synchrony. It is like a brain fingerprint. There are components of the brain fingerprint which correlate to different traits and behaviors. Using this discovery, there are countless things that we can do, such as determining a person's IQ, quantifying how attentive a person is or if they have ADHD, and it can also enable scientists to read out the personality of a person based on how extroverted or neurotic someone is. This technology has uses in preventative healthcare and to diagnose mental disorders such as depression, reading disabilities, etc. We can say that the brain is like an orchestra, and different areas of the brain are instruments that play the music of our minds and who we are. And who knows, opening the doors to the subconscious could tremendously inspire, facilitate, and empower artists and storytellers like myself. And of course, with their consent.